New Beginnings Orthotics and Prosthetics is Rhode Island's most experienced full-service facility. We had the chance to visit them and also speak with Heather Abbott, who survived the Boston Marathon bombings in 2013 and now works as a certified peer counselor for the American Amputee Coalition.
Losing my leg was eye-opening, and the person that made my first prosthesis, I was just amazed and thought this would be a great career. I like to work with my hands and, like to help people.
This was the event that Brian credits to wanting to start New Beginnings.
When I was first an amputee, it was tough to keep prosthetics on. They just didn't suspend well, so suspension has become much better. This has active hydraulics, so the foot kind of lowers itself to the floor and then picks itself back up in swing phase. Microprocessors and power feet, power knees, they are all now available to amputees. So a very basic above-the-knee prosthesis. It has a knee unit that functions in swing. So when the patient takes a step, the knee is locked in an extension, and as the patient comes over to take a step, the knee will flex and propel forward to accept their next step. 60% of amputations are due to dysvascular disease, so either diabetes or blood clot. So a lot of older patients, that make up about 60%. Maybe 30% are trauma like myself and Heather.
Back on April 15th, 2013, I was at the Boston Marathon with a group of friends. We had just watched the Red Sox game and were about to walk inside of a restaurant near the finish line when I was struck by the second of two explosions, two bombs that went off that day. I was injured and ultimately lost my left leg below the knee from shrapnel that impaled my body, and I became an amputee.
It is scary becoming an amputee. It is life-changing. Some things are going to change. Most people do well. Everybody has different goals, different needs, and we're here to help people achieve those goals.
I was really lucky though, because I had so much support, and when I look back at that time, 10 years ago now, I think that's really what kind of catapulted my successful recovery, I think. So many people reached out wanting to help, whether it was other amputees or charitable organizations that could help me. That was really the first step, I think, in my recovery process, and knowing that there were others like me out there, other people lived with limb loss, and if they could do it, there wasn't any reason I couldn't do it either.
New Beginnings will work with the patient to meet their needs and lifestyle.
We want to know your goals, and if your goal is to run, you're obviously going to have a different prosthesis than if somebody's goal is to get from the couch to the bathroom and back to the couch.
Brian, this is where the legs are molded, right?
Well, we would take a mold of the patient's limb and turn it into a positive cast, whether that be through traditional methods of a plaster cast or fiberglass cast. This was an above-the-knee amputation here, but the goal is to have a positive mold to make what we call the socket. That's the part that's custom to the patient. Nowadays, we can actually do it digitally as well.
I sometimes will see other amputees, and there definitely is a camaraderie or a connection, and even though most of the time they probably don't know I am one too, I have to hold myself back from letting them know.
For Heather, the events of that day didn't stop her.
The marathon was always a fun event for me before the bombing. I looked forward to it, and I loved to go with my friends each year, and I haven't missed a year. The year after the bombing, I watched the woman who saved my life and her husband watched with me while she crossed the finish line herself. And then once I started the Heather Abbott Foundation, the Boston Athletic Association was generous enough to give us invitationals for the marathon so that people who didn't qualify could fundraise in exchange for a bib, and we've raised a lot of money for the foundation since then. So we have a watch party every year, and we watch our team of Heather Abbott Foundation runners cross the finish line. For other amputees, and really for anybody that has some sort of adversity in their life, I think remembering that it doesn't define who you are, and remembering who you really are and concentrating on that is really important in helping you get through it.
And they really are great people. Now, Heather will be holding her Boston Marathon watch party, and we're going to post a link on how to get tickets to that event. You can also find a link to New Beginnings at Roadshow.com.